Hello and welcome. Right, this is New Farmer Star. I just thought I'd be thorough and actually bring us onto this just to see if there is anything obvious that that JMGaming has done. So obviously you may have thought, oh, he's going to go on New Farmer Star because that's what everyone does, which it is what most people do, but it's not all. Well, it is. I did last time, and that's what I thought. I'm not going to do it like the same as last time because I always find no matter what, even if I do new farmer slots, obviously as I did, because it's what most people would do, but it's like, I thought, well, let's, so there is, that house is there always then, so this one here is still here. As in yeah, so let's visit, and let's have a bit of a wander around the farm mode, see if there's anything different about just the new farmer start, as in there is something special here that I've missed because I went on start from scratch. Just want to be thorough because and I'll include this on the next session when I'm about to go on start from scratch, but I thought I'd literally, I thought, well, you might have ruined it, you might have literally ruined it. So I realise I've gone totally silent. Yeah, it's sort of weird. You're sort of amazed. I've not long woke up actually, if I'm honest, but I had a right good sleep as well. For me, because for the last few years I've had a sleep problem. It's my kidneys are not they're not terrible, yeah, because the doctors have sort of told me this. They're not, but they were worse than they should have been. Basically, I had kidney damage a little bit. Yeah, I don't want this to sound like some kind of we got loads of people who've got issues and problems and things like that. So nothing terrible, but it does affect your sleep pattern. That's why I'm trying to sort of say that I've obviously got an issue with sleeping, and sleep is linked to your kidneys, yeah, which I didn't realise until I started to have issues with it. Well, there's nothing on here, so really it looks like whatever there is, it's somewhere in the actual game itself, so we've not missed anything an NPC based upon the farmyard, so that's alright then. So we can actually literally sort of scoot back to the start from scratch, because there's nothing obvious that I've actually missed. There's nothing in our farmyard that's not our farmyard at the minute that isn't there, so just go up to that farmhouse and just visit that as well, make sure, because this is a new addition, the fact that you've actually got a farmhouse no matter who you are. That's quite nice. It is. This is our house, so I like that. So yeah, maybe it did definitely mention an NPC though, so special NPC. So yeah, we'll bump into this special NPC, I'm quite sure, at some time. Definitely. I mean, yeah, and this we're gonna buy. Is it still the same price as before? It was really reasonable. 100,000. It was cheaper than that on mine, but it's still very good value. It is. Now, obviously, this is not our money, and this is not where we are. So I might not buy this first, though. I might have to buy probably the self-sufficiency to make a bit of cash to begin with, is what I'm thinking. So right, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go back to the start from scratch start. So I'm going to see you shortly. Hello and welcome. Right, it's about time we got a bit of work done. I'm going to do this because I'm not sure the AI will cope with it, because obviously it's a bit of a yeah, it is. It's working now. It's all right. I got my effects slightly wrong. This is obviously a work in progress. It's probably not quite in the right position and all that type of thing. It's not quite right, but it will be in time. But I thought it's a bit. I've said this before lots of times with all the other mods that I've actually started to do. Yeah, I think it's a little bit too low. It's got resistance that must be going into the ground almost. It's not quite, but it's sort of dragging heavily on the ground. So can we still cook with a front part up? No, you can't. I didn't think you could, but I just wanted to try. It's all tied. There's certain things with the mower has to be down, or the implement has to be down to actually work. So yeah, this is one of the... No, it wasn't as bad as this before. I think I must have lowered it a little bit too much. Yeah, because I've tried it. I've tested on a test bit of ground, and obviously on Silver Lake, because I'd changed the field to a big grass field just deliberately so I could do a bit of testing. So yeah, it's getting a bit of speed up now. It's not perfect though, but yeah, I will fix this bit by bit over the course of the Let's Play, but we do need to use it now. So right, let's get this going. I'm going to say my words. We've got that windrowing to do and all the rest of it. So, and then we've got with this little bit of $122,000, we've got to put some. I think we'll go self-sufficiency to begin with, because it's a really good thing. Obviously, it's making you self-sufficient, as in it's got things that you will need or could need as a farmer. And also it has got a bit of a business, as in, like, yeah, you can actually do, like, make things like the mineral feed that are really good sort of earners. So, I mean, we need to do something. Obviously, we're doing grass. So, yeah. Well, it grew okay. That's the main thing. We're in April, so we should get 3 cuts out of this now. But I think, ooh, it's not actually quite doing it if I start to move around the corner. It is now. It could be bumpy slightly as well. That's the other thing. Yeah, it's definitely dragging though. It should be. I mean, I think if I remember rightly, this speed of this was. Although no, this won't be using the natural speed, so it'll be using the speed from the. Yeah, this is based upon the Elho Duet. Yeah, I just wanted a single cutter sort of thing, because the Duet does it all in one, but I also did the silly thing of doing the Duet for the front, so it folds and it doesn't need to. I've changed the work area, so it is only cutting. As you can see, it's got like a weird effect, like the grass blowing, which you can see, which again I will change all of that for the front mower. It doesn't need to be anywhere near as complicated as the Elho Duet. In fact, in a way, I could change it so that only the back mower cut, but then it would look silly because it's got a space in the middle, so you need a front mower. And I'm just going to like use the work references off another one, and like, or just change this one. But yeah, what I am going to do is take at the minute this basically is a hidden Elho Duet. Yeah, it's literally, use that, and obviously the folding's all wrong and all the rest of it, but again, this was an effort to sort of, I thought, I need a reference. I've never done this before. I need a reference that's going to work, and then I'm going to see, can I adjust the rotations, and the angles are alright, I thought, but it's your positions are going to be all wrong, because obviously the Elho Duet's a completely different ball game. I had 2 or 3 thoughts of how to tackle that. One, I thought what I could do is obviously tweak as a control element. You really should, if you're going to do something like this, is change only one thing, so that you know that what you changed, when you see something different, you know it's what you changed. If you change 6 things, you have not got a clue of which one is which of those 6. So you really, as an IT sort of perspective, or any kind of diagnostics, only change one thing, because you know exactly what is different if you go on, even if it's going to take longer to do, because obviously I'm going in blind. I don't really know what is what. You know, the Giants, in fact, any modder, yeah, there's in the animations, it doesn't always call it the part that it actually is in the i3D, so you're sort of guessing a little as to which part does which. It's often references, and I'm getting mega boring now, aren't I apologise. Right, I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, I think I have a plan, yes. But frequently, obviously, the only thing is with this kind of Let's Play where it's like you sort of, as I would say it, you're flying by the seat of your pants. In other words, you're making decisions that you're not sure where it's going to go. And I've always said this, I try to allow the equipment that I've got to sort of direct me a little bit. In other words, it's sort of free play where I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm sort of like looking for the equipment that I've got to actually give me a bit of a steer, and I've just got it. Yeah, what we're going to do is obviously we've got that beautiful cotton cutter. For the future, we always said that. So what we're going to do is, I think we're going to have sheep. We've got grass bales, so we've got a means to feed them. Very humble origin, so we're going to do at my sheep pen. Stick that down. Do we do sheep though, or do we do... No, we'll do sheep. I was going to say about... Because I'm not going in milk direction, I'm going into a wool direction. So, no, standard sheep will do very nicely. No, I'm not going to get another bale like this one. We've got the means to feed the sheep, so it's humble, just the grass we've got. And if we have to buy extra, we will, but we shouldn't really need to, not really. With what we've got, I think we should be okay. So, we're precision farming this. Let's grab the xylon. No, let's grab the middle one, because you're ready to grab the bales. And let's fertilise this at the very least. Now, that should, yeah, this one should actually work this absolutely fine on its own. So I would imagine we also need to lime, because we haven't limed. You usually have to when you've like not done anything else. So let's have a go. Okay. Ooh, not quite got the collision right on that. I've just gone through the body. My bad. All right, let's have a look at precision farming, because we did look at like what type we'd actually got. Oh, okay. Why is precision? Oh, is it crashing? Are we not on the field, perhaps? Because it did actually work yesterday. We saw it. Perhaps it is really the fact that you need to be on the field for it to read the data. It's not showing any field numbers. I just think precision farming's... Yeah. Again, it's stay release, isn't it? You can't expect... My alphabet, in a way, may have been better than this because of the fact that it looks like it's not quite working. Yeah, there's no... It's like precision farming is crashing and burning. It's not doing any reference. Now then, is that going to cause us issues though? Like if we... Because obviously precision farm's to take over from the base game. The fact that it's crashing doesn't really... Yeah, this weather thing as well, obviously that's all... They're all elements that not necessarily do they all know how to sort of play. Now will it sort of work? Let's have a look. Does the normal liming work? Because it looks like precision farming's definitely completely gone. Yeah, so does it... I don't think it doesn't do liming, that sort of... Say it takes that entire thing off. It's in the hands of precision farming, which is now not working, so... It was working last night, I don't get it. Right, okay, well let's just do fertiliser, because we really have not got a clue if this is even a total waste of absolute time as doing this. So... I thought he was like saying, no, I'm not going to do it. He isn't at all. Yeah, so this might actually crash and burn a little bit. I am expecting, like, it's not going to be perfect. That was as close as you can get to actually knocking the xylon out. Yeah, so we've got a means to mow. We haven't got a means to windrow yet, but we're going to use, as I say, I'm going to use the equipment. I did say that. I said I'd only get the mover. I mean, if we need it for something else, yeah, the collisions are not right, which they won't be. Yeah, I was looking about knocking them off earlier. I thought, you need them. Yeah. So, to give it a bit of rigidity. So, right, okay, so we're doing that. He's probably going to bump into the old bale. Let's grab the bales. Because we don't want them contaminating either end, do we? Let's be honest. It is, after all, food. Yeah, let's grab them. Probably already contaminated off the field. Right, my bad. Mind you, to be honest, yeah, when it's not that simple, is it really? When you talk about contamination in that manner, because it's like a crystal, like a solid crystal. So really, it's not. Yeah, it's not quite as simple as it would just contaminate it because it's not quite that simple in the first place. Right, it's going to be difficult to do like that. If you're going to do this, you need to be square on. Oh, okay, that's a bit... Yeah, otherwise it's not going to work. Having done this a few times. Yeah, my weight is probably the worst sort of thing I've got that's sort of a bit damaged. Yeah, I need to pay a bit of attention to this, but I was trying to do a stone picker. Right, just stick two of them. We don't really need to worry about. Right, let's stick the sheep down, which we're going to have to sort of do there. And it might take some of our grass field, even as... Well, no, we can't afford another field. Definitely not. It literally is what it is, so... Sheep. We could do honey's a good one, so actually... That's the one. Yeah, that's mine. That's the one. Right, so we do need a biggish pen, so I'm thinking... We literally do this. We can't block that field for future providence either. So we could stick it right down here. We don't really care about that. B mode. Yeah, the animals go at the back. That's... Yeah, it's not in the way. We can still come round. Is it really in the way? Are we best to do the opposite way? But then it's going to be like, that's going to be against the fence. And I would say that's going to be a bad move. So I would say, let's try and take it out of B mode. Yeah, that's so it's happy now. If we stick that right there. Right, yes, we do want to customize the fence because it means we can have more sheep. So we're going to like... trying to think about this. Yeah, we're going to have to sort of... I think we will. We'll go right to the edge of the field. We might need to do it this at a weirder angle. Yeah. It's not going to be monstrous, but it's going to be bigger than it actually should. So, I don't think... Let's go like that and then go out. Because I think we might need all of that. Let's go right the way down to... We're going to need a bit of room for... Yeah, we're gonna get... We can get them out. We can do this. Yeah. Oh, okay. You can delete the last segment, can't you? H. Yeah, so this bit is sort of got to go a little bit more... Oh. You've got to do it. You can't like... Yeah, you can't muck around. It's... It's letting us do it. It's been kind to us. This is the only bad thing. I know you can't be out because it's the way that the mod's made, but obviously there's already a fence there. We don't really need to do one, and it's obviously costing us cash that we really can't afford, but hey-ho, it is what it is. Huh? Clouds with another item. Wait. Oh, because I've gone back. You let us pass this a minute ago. So it let us pass this a minute ago, and now it's not doing it. Oh. Yeah, it really is. We're going to have to go around. Oh, this is so annoying, isn't it? Because, oh, well, it is what it is. You stupidly did this. If we back out now... Oh, no. You can't get out of this particular bit, can you? That's what I'm saying. It's one of those... annoying things. We're going to have to reset the seed thing as well. It's now going to have a weird shape forever. We don't need to... Yeah, we don't want to be like stopping that farmer getting to their field. That's why I'm... we do indeed want to plant a meadow. Right, so we're down to 39,858. That is as low can be, and we've got some animals to buy. We might have to go into debt for like the first time forever. Yeah, it's getting a bit like low, isn't it? Really, definitely. It is. This is scary money when you get this low. Like, let's just check. We shouldn't need this side really a lot. It's fairly flat. thankfully. So, yeah, this is where the wall spawns. This bit is the feedy area, I think, if I remember rightly. Let's stick zone markers on. Remind myself, I should know this. This should be there. I think there's no animal, so it's not going to take anything. Let's stick the zone markers on, yeah. Yeah, definitely, because it's just a good idea, I think. And they are right as well. I've actually got them in the right place, so... yeah, that's the... Yeah, it is. That is the feedy area is here, I remember. So, this is where we buy the animals. Do we have to buy young? Because we're a bit skint, aren't we, really? We might need to, like, go... Black Welsh. I'm going to go Black Welsh because it's, yeah, reminds me of home. 8 months, 488. So it's 175 we can do. So an extra 25 through giving them a big run. So how much would, like, 75 of you? Probably more than we've got. So we might need to go a little bit. Yeah, no. I think 50. That's then going to take 4 births. I think less than that. I don't think we can afford even that. So what is 175? 80 would be 160. 85 would be 170. So that'd be 42 and a half. We'll round it up to 43. Oh my life. Right, okay. That is about as close can be. Right, okay, so and I'm sure that's where the food is. I got this. Am I like throwing myself a bit of a... I obviously didn't put the same marker on for the food. But I'm like thinking of Pelenier, where we've got the same thing. And it really would be right where I am now. Meadow, food, health, food 0. So no, it's not actually... and I did get this right on Pelenier, so really... Okay, well, trying to think of the look of this. No, this is definitely right. On Pelenier. Yeah, no, it's the icon. We were actually on it. It's there. So we really are right. I had trouble with this on Pelenier, but then I fixed it. But obviously it's not actually working again, so... we didn't put it in B mode either, so it should be spot on. And it is grass. We haven't, like, not baled it where it's... No, it's definitely grass. It says grass, 100 kilograms in weight, because it's one of the liftable ones. So for some reason... Do you know, I hate this. It worked on... the last Let's Play I used this. It worked absolutely spot on. I had a few issues, fixed them, and it worked. So really, it's the same model that worked last. So I'm going to have a look and see, well, why would it possibly not take the food? Because it really should. Oh, no, yeah, my angle's wrong. It has to be like facing it like that, or it's not going to... Oh, no, it looks a bit odd. Apologies. I think our worker has finished, but I don't think it's going to make a bit of difference, because as we all know, so let's... It is on our land as well, so really it should. That is definitely odd. I know it's a bit... They're always a bit funny about if you're on someone else's land, but we really were well inside our field, so I can't see it being that. I don't know, problems. It will be overcome. I'm not worried. But I should be worried at 17,021. Luckily, we've got a generator, which is exactly why I always think it's a good idea to have a generator, because you've got another means of income just to help you to get out of the mess that you're in. If you get into a mess like I have now, it's just a safety net, isn't it? Really? Hang on a minute. No, that was just in there. I wonder if it is though, because I've got things in the field. I mean, I don't know how it works. That's my point. Because I've had this lots of times, and really, I've never seen the grass not do this. So let's go grab that. And like I'm thinking in the field behind. That's what I thought when I did this. I thought you could grab it from the field behind. So we're sort of going to borrow this far. Oh, you can move. I'd forgotten you can move that. Yeah, you can. I knew that really, but I need to grab the bale out as well. Apologies, because yeah, I've got to. Unfortunately, we know I can't damage the crop, but it's just sort of one of those. Let's be honest. In real life, you could have shifted these out the way. So it's one of those situations that you're left in by game mechanics. Let's do one at a time. Can we? No, we need to reverse. Let's make it as less impactful of like this farmer's field as possible. And we're like going into the. It's reversing is. Well, I'm not as bad as I used to be, but yeah, it's not my finest hour. Definitely not. Right, so then let's just stick that. So all of our free space that we had, that I thought was doing so terribly well, we've now just taken it with an animal enclosure. Yes, I'll go with that one. So we need to drop that down there. Let's go grab the other one. Can we fish out the bale? Can we reach that and drop that down there whilst we're... It didn't do badly off this little field, really. Yeah, I think we're going to need to go straight. So we may have to do, for the first time in a long while, some contracts. Yeah, because this is rather precarious a position that I find myself in. Virgin territory for a long time. I've never ever gone this low. But I've got to be honest, I didn't sort of give myself a safety net. Now, of course, JMGaming has got collectibles on this, but I've not seen a single one, so I don't even know what they look like, or what they are, or anything like that. Right, so then, let's go grab that last bit of thing that is in the way, and see if that is breaking things, or I'm going to have to go out, really. Yeah, I am. I'm going to have to just have a go at seeing why this is not working. But I don't understand it, because it was working. I mean, again, the other thing is, and again, I'm not trying to blame the map, but you never know on the day of release. This is literally the next day afterwards. That now I know cows were working okay, so you'd think, but then that was on a completely different map. That's my point. Yeah, really. Apologies, farmer. Luckily, my wheels seem to be narrow on your field. Wink, wink. Yeah, I mean, it is, again, there could be problems, and it is, I'm not me trying to, like, because it obviously, I know that this was okay on Polenye. It worked absolutely fine. There's absolutely no issues, and now all of a sudden come on this map and there is an issue and it's not accepting the food. It could well be, as I said, that there's something on the map at present, which means I'm totally wasting my time on doing any... Yeah, the precision farming's breaking as well, we can see that, so it is not quite right. So JMGaming, I know within a couple of days he'll have this all spot on, so I think probably this might be not a bad place to actually stop things, because there's nothing we can do. Nitrogen perfect, so it is actually reading okay in that case. Well, let's try something. It could be it's just not working on the precision farming screen, because it's reading it right. So let's just grab some lime, and I'll quickly whiz over this. And let's nudge them off the edge of the field. We are going to buy that if we ever start to earn. I was beginning. I would have gone BGA. That was my first instinct, and then I thought, yeah, but you've got the cotton thing, that you could go sheep, because clothes are a right good little earner. We'd have a year from this April right till next April to really try, and we're going to have to eke a living. It is going to definitely be one of those where we really are going to be sort of struggling to begin with, but we'll probably just about get through, I would have thought. So let's grab that. Lime. Let's have a go, shall we? Let's try not to get any in the field. The meadow. Although I know it's not as bad as I used to think it was, lime. I mean, I don't get me wrong, I'm quite sure it doesn't taste very nice. So we don't really want to contaminate the field that they've got, and we'll give that a bit of a wider berth so we don't grab it on those bales for realism, but it wouldn't really hurt it terribly. Right, so this is... Yeah, precision farming obviously doesn't... This normally on the base game will be quite super, but on the precision farming takes what it needs, so it doesn't care how good your implements are, because it needs a certain amount of mass to actually make it work. So this is only as good as precision farming lets it be, whereas in the base game it really has got to... It saves you half of your lime requirements that you would nearly... It's got a 50% bonus to both fertilising and liming, so what should I say, it would cost you 50% less to do this. If that makes any sense, because this is me explaining. Right, okay, so then let's... And then we shall see... Oh no, we can see the pH. It's awful. But it is actually... It is doing something for the fields, the types. You can see the bits of green poking through, so it should be pH perfect, or whatever the best that the soil type allows us to have. Because it is, yeah, you can see it is sort of working, so it's not quite right, but it is sort of working. But definitely the animals are not, and I don't know whether that's me. It shouldn't be, but I will check. Make sure that my... That's a bit of a weird thing there, isn't it? What's that about? That's... Right, fantastic. Let's move that off the edge of the field too. Shouldn't really take... Obviously that's the worst, and I mean that was not bad at all. Yeah, this first one is normally the real terrible one that really takes a lot of lime, and that wasn't too terrible really. Brilliant. Okay, so then we have done all of that. I'm gonna say my goodbyes, because yeah, if this is like a total bust and there's nothing wrong, and then there's no point in me coming back in, I shall go on to another Let's Play. And yeah, in fact I might go to Polania and just check on that so that I can drop the grass normally into that. I'm sure we can. Isn't it a bit further out though? But it would take these two here if I'm right. Yeah, it is definitely this spot here. I remember doing it because it was here. I shifted it to here. So it's sort of this quadrant, this section right where they are is where they should actually be displayed. Now we're right up to the ownership right to here. And let's just have a look, make sure that I haven't done anything silly, because then I'd have to dig us out of this mess. Now where do our field edges go? Yeah, actually looking at that, it looks like we go a bit beyond that. So really, we should be spot on. Oh, now it's shown as farmland 15. It is shown as the precision farming. On that, is it shown as that? No, it's partially crashing and burning, but it is sort of shown as 58. So it's recognising that we've actually... So pH value okay, but then that's just the type of thing that it is. So yeah, and you can see the moisture and all that. That's going to affect things. This is a new mod to me, but I thought it sounded like a good idea. Whether it does, because I've had these mods before, they sound like a cracking idea, and then they would end up in an absolute nightmare. So, but we shall see. So it's not accepting the food, right? So I'm going to say my goodbyes. Hopefully see you shortly, but yeah, thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.